Okay, so I'm gonna make a little video for YouTube for y'all for this dual steering stabilizer. Company's M3 shock set. It's the new one, I guess. I'm not sure when you're watching this, but right now is June 2nd, 2021, and I purchased this set with the 6-inch lift on my truck about was it? It's like February or March, somewhere around there. So this is relatively new, you know. I don't know. I'm not sure when you're watching this. Anyways, the reason I'm making this video is because I cannot find any videos out there on how to install this shit. And you know, they have videos for the other ones with the N2 shocks, but I mean that doesn't help me much because the setup is different. Anyways, hope this helps some people. I'm gonna be just kind of going through it little by little. I'm not really YouTube or anything like that, so bear with me here. Okay, so I installed the mounting pins on all four of these. It came with 4 plus an extra one, and this one was different than the rest. That's why I had it installed the last one there. But I just, you know, looking at the old stuff here that I got, notice it's got like that extra shaft extension there at the end. I'm guessing that's what this is, and that's the end that goes into the steering link under the truck. Right there. So notice I got new tire ends. I just installed those yesterday. But so that's where the 4th one's going to go, and then the other ones are pretty straightforward. I just, you know, so this setup here, the way I did it is the way the instructions say here. Is you got a nut here, you got a lock washer here, and a lock washer on the outside, and then on the end that has this little barrel looking little frustrum looking thing here, you got a longer extension, and you also got a lock nut, but no washer, and a nut. Now, one thing I will point out about this is that this nut and this washer on this end is slightly smaller than the nut and washer on this end, and you'll see that when you're installing these pins, but just make sure you get them right. You know, kind of hard to miss. You know, given that they come like this in the bag. So this mounting pin is exactly like the ones I got there. These black caps, they just come off. They just cover the threads, I guess, probably to protect the threads. But notice there's 2 nuts in there, and you can almost tell. Well, you can tell. One's a little bigger than the other. See that? So the bigger one is going to go on this portion, and the smaller one is going to go on the side with the shaft extension there. So yeah, just make sure you get those right. Also, same thing with the lock washers. There's a larger lock washer, and then the other lock washer is slightly smaller. You can see that. So you can tell under that black cap side, this side, I got the bigger nut and the bigger lock washer, but no regular washer. That's the way the instructions tell it. And then on this side, you got the smaller washer, smaller lock washer, smaller nut, and the washer. So, you know, this part is somewhat clear in the instructions. It's probably the only thing I understood from these stupid instructions. But let's go mount these. Okay, so here I'm gonna install the first shock, which would just take the position of the old one. This is pretty straightforward. So it's gonna sit there, and the other end is gonna go in that hole there, the passenger side tie rod end. And now, the only thing I want to point out about this is, notice that we got this other mounting pins, and we got that one that's different than the rest. This is the one with that extra extension shaft part there. That's this side. This is the one that's going to go here, inside this hole. That's what that's for. So, just wanted to make a note for you guys watching this out there. So, the longest kingpin, mounting pin, I mean, make sure you put it on the side where the piston is. I had it backwards just now, so I had to fix them. I had to flip them around. Just a quick note. Okay, so as I mentioned, installation of the first cylinder was pretty easy. It just kind of goes over the existing one. Pretty straightforward. See, smaller side, it's a smaller lock washer and smaller nut and washer. And then this side just says washer and nut. Washer and a nut. Smaller washer, smaller lock nut. Smaller nut, smaller lock washer and washer. So there's a. So there's the first part. No, gonna go grab the other one. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I just kind of slightly fastened them, not much, but just enough so that they hold the position. And oh, I'm just making a YouTube video, bro. My first one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, and I'll tell you about it right now. But so this thing has some slack here. I'm gonna right now I'm gonna install the shock, and I'm gonna just kind of level it out, make sure it's straight, and then I'm gonna fasten them down tight so that they stay in the right position at the right distance. Because this doesn't tell you how far, you know, from this bracket to this bracket it's supposed to be, so you kind of have to kind of gauge it, I guess. Okay, so it's on now. One thing I'll point out here is this thing bent. I don't know if that's all right or not, but I'm gonna leave it like it anyways. I do have an extra one in case that is a problem later on, but got it straight as it could be, I guess. Yeah, everything's been fastened down. Oh, gotta fix that bolt. I'm gonna fix it right now. Anyways, that's what it looked like. So, yeah. Hopefully this helps you guys. So, just a quick last little video here. I just want to show you guys what the setup came out like. Dual shocks with the M3 shocks from Rough Country. Just a few things about it. It drives a lot better. Before I put these on, you know, since I put 37-inch tires on this truck with a 6-inch lift, there was a slight wobble, and it just seems to have been eliminated by this simple installation here. I know I'd read some articles saying that you know, upgrading your stabilizer wouldn't eliminate wobbles, but I don't know. I just experienced the opposite. It actually got rid of them. So also the steering is a lot tighter. It feels a lot better. Yeah, it's just, I love it. It's great. I mean, you know, for what it is, I only paid like $100 for it. You just, there's no complaining here. I know there's a lot of people that talk shit about Rough Country, but you know what? I really don't care. If you don't like it, whatever. I think Rough Country is worth the money. I'm happy with it. I definitely recommend it to people, especially if you're on a budget like me. I mean, yeah, obviously, if you got, you know, thousands of dollars to spare, just go drop some money on Fox or BDS suspensions. Probably is better, but there ain't no complaining here, man. It's bang for the buck. It's what you get. It's good stuff. So, cheers.